Good day, my name is Braden and today I'm going to be showing you how to use the F702S. From what you can see on the F702S, you've got your escape button over there, your directional buttons over here, and your OK button just over here. You've got your different little keypad buttons here, as well as your menu just on the bottom there. With this device, it's primarily used for time and attendance, but it can also be access control. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open the menu. And to open the menu, we just hold the menu key. Now, I don't know if you can see, it's just a bit difficult to make out, as it's a pretty bright screen. But you should be able to see user management at the top. Options, there we go, now it's a lot clearer. User manager at the top, options, pen drive management, system info, and turn off alarm. Now for this we're going to first go to user management. I'm going to say OK. We're going to say enroll user, and we're going to say enroll fingerprint. We're going to say it's a new enroll as it is the first person on here, and say OK, and we're going to place our finger onto here. So I'm just going to remove the little protective film that's currently sitting over here. Oh, come on. There you go. Okay. So now that the protective film is removed, we can start enrolling fingerprints. So I'm just going to turn this to make it a bit easier for myself and place my finger 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. So what we should see here is now it states that we can save and say OK. And we're not going to continue just yet, so we're going to press escape. And there we go, escape as well. And escape out of there. So that user 1 is just a normal user. So if I press over here, it should sign us in. And as you can see, FP verified. There we go, and it's verified in. Took a bit slow, but I think that's because I put my finger at the wrong angle. So that's just a standard user. Now if we go to the menu, hold that in. Obviously we can still get into the menu at the moment as there's no admin. So I'm just going to turn this to face you properly. We're going to again go to user management, but this time we're going to say enroll admin. Now the admin pretty much controls this whole device. Oh, I seem to have pressed up by mistake. Oh, no, there we go. Okay. So for admin, we're going to enroll a fingerprint as well. I'm going to use a different fingerprint. We're not going to be a supervisor or an enroller, we're going to be an admin, as that is the highest that you can get on this device. And it's going to be a new enroll as enroll number 2. So, as you can see, it now states to place finger. So, 1, 2, and 3. There we go. And we're going to say OK. And we're not going to continue, we're going to cancel. Cancel, exit, exit out of there. Now if I try and open the menu, what you'll see up here is that it asks for admin affirm. So the first finger that I put on, the user finger, should not be able to open this, so we're going to use that finger. And you can see it does not work. So we're going to put on the admin finger instead. And the admin finger does unlock the device. So from this now you can at least see that there is a sense of security where normal users, once an admin is put on the device at least, normal users will not be able to actually access and get on. It'll only be your admins that can. You can also put a password on. So if I go to user manage and I say enroll user, or let's go with my admin instead. I'll say enroll admin, but I'll say enroll password. Now it's going to ask again for that, but let me just, oh, no, that's not what I want. I'm going to cancel that. Oh, sorry, I pressed the wrong one there. So we're going to say enroll password. I'm going to change this to admin and say yes. But we're not going to say new enroll, so we're not going to say OK. We're actually going to say cancel on this. The reason being because the admin that we're going to be working on is already on here, and that is number 2. So we're going to say cancel. And over here, we're just going to put 2. And then we're going to say OK. And the password we're going to be putting in is 3. Say OK. 3. Say OK. And then we say OK once more, and then cancel. So now, what's going to be happening is, if, for example, I want to now get in, and I want to get into my menu, asks for admin affirm, I put in my ID number, which is 2, for my admin, and I say OK. Then my password was 3, so I say OK. And there we go. Now we've unlocked the device. So, from here, you can at least now see how to enroll an admin, how to enroll a user, and how to set their fingerprints or their passwords. What I also need to let you know is that the ID on here, so for example, that first user was listed as number 1, that second user was listed as number 2. Those numbers are actually very important, as those numbers go and they correlate directly to the software. So for example, if someone is put on the software and their enroll ID states 99, they need to be 99 on this device, otherwise it's not going to be able to communicate between the two. The other thing that this device has is it has a USB port. Now it's a small mini USB, but essentially what you would do with that is you would put in a USB or a mini USB to USB, which looks like this over here. So essentially what happens is that plugs into over here, as you can see, and a flash drive would go in there. Now what this is for is it's actually for a specific function. Let's go back into our menu quickly, and I'm just going to say 2 and 3 just to get into my menu. And what you'll see, oh, wrong one, is pen drive management. Now, pen drive management is for your USB devices. So we're going to say OK. And if you look up here, you can see it says download at logs, download users, and upload users. Now essentially what that is for is download at log is to download the attendance data off of this device to then put onto your computer. That is in the event that your network cable is not working, or you do not use a network cable and do not have a network. So essentially what you can do is you can run this directly from your device into the USB, from USB to computer, and then use it with the software, and you can see the attendance logs. Then there's also the download user option just over here, and what that allows you to do is it allows you to download all the users into a flash drive to then upload into another device, so that you can essentially synchronize and clone them, so that users can sign in on that device or that device, etc. And in terms of that, that's pretty much all you need to know in terms of this little device over here. If you have any further questions, you can feel free to call our support center and we'd be more than happy to assist you. Thank you.